Hey everyone. So I was really inspired by the artist and continue to be inspired by the artist Beatrice Coran. She does these amazing paper cuts, and the ones that I'm showing you right now are hand cut out of Tyvek. And as you move down, I noticed an evolution in her work where they actually say that some of them are laser cut. So that's pretty cool. And then up here at the top, she's even done things like laser or hand cut or laser cut designs that um, obviously are wearable. And here she is actually wearing one of her pieces right before she's giving a TED talk, which is also fun to watch. So what I did is I hand drew this design with a Sharpie marker, just kind of like a Zentangle. And I'm going to show you how to take this and turn this into a laser cut design. It's pretty easy. So here's how you get started with that. I'm going to take this, and that's not the design there. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to go to Illustrator, and I think I'm just randomly deciding that I'm going to, and I've already done it, so this is what I'm going to end up with, is something that's vectorized and ready to go that I can send to the laser cutters. But I'll show you how I did it from scratch. So I'm making a new document, and I'm just going to decide to make it about 5 inches by 5 inches. And then I'm going to place the image, and I actually just took a picture with my cell phone of it. I should have scanned it into the computer. Oh, that's not it. That's something else. But I went ahead and did it this way. So place again, and let me see if I can find it really quickly. Oh, it's in my downloads folder. That's why. There it is. Okay. Let me show you how quick and easy this is. File's already open. Yes. Okay. So there it is. All right. And I'm going to Apple minus, bring that down. So this is my artboard right here. So I can clearly see that I need to make this smaller. So I'm going to Option Shift so that I make it smaller, but it stays in proportion. And it doesn't really matter if the rest of the design doesn't fit on there. I don't really need this image of the Sharpie marker, but I want to make sure that my design fits on there somewhere. And I can always resize it some more later, but that looks good. So next step, if you haven't already done so, select the design, go to Window, Image Trace, and I'm going to choose the mode of black and white and make sure that Advanced is expanded before you do anything else. Click Ignore White. And then you might need to do a little bit of adjustment once you hit Preview. So for example, maybe you're going to say OK. Maybe you're going to play around a little bit once you have the preview of it. That looks good. With your paths, maybe you're going to have more paths. It really depends on your design. So I'm going to zoom in so I can see. This looks pretty good already. I think I'm going to have less corners, and it doesn't seem like anything else is having a measurable impact. And I'm going to go ahead and hit trace. I'm almost done, people. So now that I have that done, I need to expand this design. So I make sure it's selected, Object, Expand, say OK. And now I have everything as a vector. So I'm going to grab the lasso tool, and anything I don't want to keep, all this stuff down here for now, gone, and up here as well. Just lasso that all, grab it, and get rid of it. You want to make sure that anything, and I'm going to zoom out a lot and just kind of do a big like that, just to make sure there's no hidden path outside the artboard that can create problems for us. Okay, almost done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my fill into a stroke. Done. And I have to set my stroke to a certain setting. So I'll show you what that is right now. So it needs to be very thin. So instead of a weight of 1 point, I find 0.0017, which actually becomes 0.002 is the stroke we want. And I want to make sure that my stroke is black. So RGB should all be black. That's done. And then what I'm going to do is just arbitrarily tell the laser cutter that when I cut, even though there's nothing in this corner, this is actually the top right hand corner. So I don't want to cut this though, so I'm going to set this to red, and when you go over and operate the laser cutter, I'll show you how that works. Now be careful if this shows up as gray, just go to your color palette, click on red, it's red now, and make sure it reads 255 red, 0 green, and 0 blue, so it doesn't misread it as something else. And again, I'm going to go to my stroke, which I can't find again. I don't know where that went to. It disappeared for some reason, and it's thin. And this is ready to be laser cut. So I'm going to save this design, and I'm going to bring it to Google Drive, and I'll show you what to do from there. But at this point, it's ready to head over to the laser cutter and get cut out. Done.